Alya Mooro, The Greater Freedom, Life as a Middle Eastern Woman Outside the Stereotypes. In The Greater Freedom, Life as a Middle Eastern Woman Outside the Stereotypes, Alya Mooro provides an insightful view of the struggle for identity faced by many immigrants and their children, especially Middle Eastern women. Drawing from personal experiences, Mooro discusses various themes such as racial and cultural stereotypes, body image pressures faced by Arab women, the hardships of adolescent experiences in different cultural contexts, and the challenges surrounding marriage, religion, and feminism. The summary takes readers on a compelling journey of self-discovery and makes them question what defines an individual's identity and sense of belonging in an increasingly interconnected world.
Defining an Arab identity. Growing up in the UK, Alya struggled with defining her identity as an Arab. The lack of representation in mainstream media made it hard for her to find role models that accurately portrayed Arab characters. Additionally, Arab girls were often forced to choose between identifying as white or black. In highly segregated schools, Arab was often not even an option on official forms. This lack of representation and acknowledgement of the Arab identity can be harmful, especially for children who may internalize negative stereotypes. Arab women and the pressure to conform to the standards of beauty. Arab women face higher standards of beauty from society, family, and themselves. The pressure to conform to European physical traits is intense, leading to painful and sometimes dangerous beauty practices such as chemical hair straightening and hot wax hair removal. Body image also plays a role, with the cultural shift towards celebrating diverse body shapes and colors only recently beginning through icons such as Kim Kardashian. This pressure also affects Arab women's sexuality, leading to unhealthy choices. Sexuality and Society. Alya's experience growing up in the Middle East and the UK highlights the stark contrast in societal attitudes toward sexuality. In the Middle East, women's sexuality is policed through gossip, and Arab societies can be stifling, but the tight-knit community can provide a sense of safety. As Alya navigates her dual cultural identities, she struggles with the shame and guilt associated with exploring her sexuality in the Western world while feeling judged by the invisible jury from her Middle Eastern upbringing. This thought-provoking memoir sheds light on the complexities of navigating societal expectations around sexuality. Alya's sexual liberation. Alya's journey from feeling guilty and ashamed about her sexuality to finding liberation and enjoying casual sex is not uncommon in Arab societies. Women face impossible expectations, and Alya's mother's response to her liaison with her friend's boyfriend demonstrates how ingrained these societal norms are. Although Alya had trouble enjoying sex even after she had consented to it due to years of being taught that sex is dirty and wrong, she found liberation through hypnotherapy and has been able to build a satisfying and lasting friends with benefits relationship. Alya's story serves as a testament to the challenges that many Arab women face in coming to terms with their sexuality and enjoying casual sex without the feeling of guilt, shame, or fear of societal retribution. Arab women, struggling against societal pressures. Arab societies have unrealistic expectations of women when it comes to marriage. This includes marrying young, marrying the right person, and upholding the marriage for the rest of their lives. The societal pressure also extends to interfaith and interracial marriages. Alya, the writer, gives a personal account of how she faced racism while in an interracial relationship. Arab girls and women are expected to adapt to their future husbands even before getting married. Furthermore, divorced women are usually blamed for failed marriages by society. Alya realizes that the longest relationship one will ever have is the one to oneself and is worth putting in efforts to make it a good one. The problem with stereotyping Muslims. Alya, a cultural Muslim, admits to identifying as a moderate Muslim due to Islamophobia and judgment within her community. However, a poll on her Instagram account reveals this sentiment is common among diaspora Arabs. Contrary to popular belief, religious identity in the Middle East is fluid and not everyone is a devout Muslim. Stereotyping and Islamophobia lead to tragic consequences, and the lack of representation of moderate Muslims in mainstream culture perpetuates negative stereotypes. It's time for cultural Muslims like Alya to take their place at the table and help change the problematic narrative surrounding Muslims. Beyond gender stereotypes. Alya's journey to understanding and challenging sexism in the West and Middle East. Alya, once hesitant to identify as a feminist, came to understand the pervasive nature of sexism and its internalization in our lives. She learned that gender stereotypes affect our perception of others, as demonstrated by a study where pitch delivery impacted funding decisions. Through personal experiences, Alya also discovered how men often see women as disposable objects. While sexism is a global issue, the Middle East faces particularly acute disparities in gender equality. Contrary to popular Western belief, Islam played a role in improving some aspects of gender equality, such as inheritance rights. However, the three major monotheistic religions present outdated patriarchal notions of women's menstruation and cleanliness. For Alya, true gender equality means empowering women to make their own choices and having social welfare structures in place to support them. By challenging our own subconscious biases and promoting equality on a global scale, we can move beyond harmful gender stereotypes and work towards a more equitable world. The conundrum of being an immigrant. Alya Mooro, a third culture kid, examines the challenges immigrants face. Governments should promote integration instead of dividing people based on their nationalities, she says. With Brexit, racism has become more acceptable in the UK. However, immigrants have enriched modern Britain, and for Alya, the people around her in daily routines make her feel at home no matter the location. Choice is the ultimate freedom for immigrants.
Alya Mooro's The Greater Freedom skillfully sheds light on the complex interaction between personal and collective identities, while challenging common stereotypes associated with Middle Eastern women. The book confronts racism, cultural expectations, gender inequality, and the role of religion in shaping one's identity. It also highlights the importance of embracing differences and fostering integration in today's world. Mooro's journey serves as a valuable lesson and reminder that it is possible to navigate diverse cultural backgrounds and establish a unique identity that defies stereotypes and societal expectations. Ultimately, she emphasizes the freedom to choose one's own path and make a home for oneself, regardless of the cultural milieu, as the greater freedom.